Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordy and welcome to a video talking about the 25th anniversary of Need for Speed. Oh my god, 25 years of Need for Speed, and on this day we finally celebrate it. Now last year we played Need for Speed Rivals and we played Need for Speed Most Wanted on the mobile. This year I was planning to do a live stream for the 25th anniversary, but TJ's not available, so unfortunately we can't do that. But I could pretty much put all the topics that I wanted to put into this vid into this one. So yeah, as you can tell, I've changed the wrap for my M3 GTR back to the Most Wanted wrap, as you can tell. From the original Most Wanted game and from Need for Speed Carbon. So my first Need for Speed game, like I got into Need for Speed it was the first video game I ever played was Need for Speed Carbon on the PS2. So the first car I ever drove in Need for Speed was literally this car. Well, this is a replica, but like the BMW M3 GTR from Carbon, and I've played the Need for Speed games as far back as Underground. I haven't played any of the games before Underground, unfortunately, but I do remember playing Underground with that Honda Civic, you know, building that up from the ground up and actually beating the game with it. I still remember doing that. Underground 2 with the SUVs and the fucking Street X events and the URL events with the airports and stuff. All the way up until, like, you know, even the down points of the franchise when Need for Speed went into track racing. And I'm not talking Pro Street. I liked that game. I'm talking Need for Speed Shift, like the worst of the series. I can't even play that game even nowadays. Like, I played it a few months ago for the first time in years, and I got bored of it within the hour. Like, it was just such a boring game. But basically, I played Need for Speed games pretty much every year, but I finally got tired of them after Rivals on the PS3. I didn't like Rivals. I mean, I like it more now than I did then, basically. And yeah, I pretty much just quit. I pretty much just quit Need for Speed after that. So I missed out on this game. I missed out on this Need for Speed 2015, and I really wish I didn't, because, you know, this is the best Need for Speed I've played since Undercover, in my opinion. So, you know, but I don't understand what was up with Rivals, because I really did enjoy Most Wanted 2012. Like, it was just something about Rivals that, you know, younger me, prepubescent me didn't like at all. But yeah, this game reignited my love for the Need for Speed franchise last year when I got Need for Speed 2015, which is this game. As you can tell, we're using the BMW M3 GTR, or, well, in this game, the M3 46 Deluxe. I mean, it's so cool, and as you've seen lately, Need for Speed Heat has been, you know, announced now. That's going to be the 25th anniversary game. I've gotten a load of views from that. I hope I get a load of views with this one, but I probably won't. But I don't really care too much. Anyhow. But, like, god dang. I really wish I could have done a live stream. And I was going to do a live stream, but, you know, like I said, TJ's not available. So, yeah, we'll do a few races in this one, and we'll talk about my favourite parts of the franchise throughout the vid. So we're going to start with Locomotive. So, I went back to playing Carbon a few months ago. I think it was like almost a year ago at this point, when I went back to playing Carbon. I did like 3 playthroughs of the game last year. Not on the channel. I wish I could have done it on the channel, but like, I played a lot of the PS2 version of Carbon on my own last year. I put a lot of it on my main Instagram story, if I remember rightly. So it was definitely before November, because I had my YouTube Instagram started in November. And I'm not driving very well right now. I don't know what it is with me, you know, doing recorded and edited commentaries, because in live streams I'm really good at this game, and I did mention this in the last video I did on this as well. It's just really weird. But yeah, so Need for Speed Carbon, I mean, it was amazing, even on the PS2, you know. First Need for Speed game I ever played, first video game I actually ever played was Need for Speed Carbon, believe it or not. And that's why I love this game so much, because this game like really does remind me of Need for Speed Carbon. A lot of people were saying like this reminded them of like this could have been Need for Speed Underground 3, they could have called it that. Honestly, I think it's got more ties to Carbon than Underground in my opinion. Then speaking of Underground, I loved the first Underground game. I loved that more than the second one actually. I don't know why. I never really liked the second one too much. Well, I do obviously. Like I love Underground 2, but like not as much as the other Need for Speed games. It's not in my like top 5. But we also have Most Wanted. I mean, I have the same opinion on that as Underground 2. Although with Underground 2, I played Underground 2 way more than I played Most Wanted. For some reason, I just didn't like Most Wanted. I feel like it was just way too drawn out. Well, I loved Most Wanted, but like I didn't like it as much as say Carbon or Underground 1. We also have Need for Speed Undercover, which was pretty boring at some times, but it was pretty much the last of that like Underground-esque era up until arguably the Run, but I think the Run's in its like own element or whatever. Pro Street I liked as well, and I'm glad that Ghost are bringing back the Pro Street shit for Need for Speed Heat. That's going to be really cool with the Speed Hunter Showdown and shit. Need for Speed Pro Street is going to be really cool for Need for Speed Heat. But then, of course, we've got Need for Speed Shift, the worst Need for Speed game of all time. Well, the worst Need for Speed era was around then, which was like 2008 onwards until 2013 was like the dark ages of Need for Speed. Pretty much the only good game that came out of that era was The Run. And I played The Run last year as well at my nan's, and I really enjoyed it. Like, my opinion has not changed on The Run. I think that's a very good Need for Speed game. But yeah, of course, I actually like enjoyed Most Wanted 2012 because I enjoyed, you know, games like Burnout Paradise as well. So Most Wanted 2012, since I wasn't really a hardcore Need for Speed fan even then, like I loved the Need for Speed, but like I wasn't like hardcore into it. If there were any problems, then tough. YouTube wasn't as big back in the day as you could, you might imagine, but obviously after Rivals I pretty much reached the breaking point. I found Rivals so boring. I did not like it at all. Pretty much I pre-ordered Rivals for the PS3 and I found it like, and that's like pretty much the best version of the game. It's got less bugs than the PS4 version. It's the same with the Xbox 360 and Xbox One versions. So I ended up just like going back to Most Wanted 2012 pretty damn quickly, and as you can imagine, I got pretty bored of that game pretty quick as well. With the single player, what kept me going with Most Wanted 2012 was its multiplayer, and honestly I hope Need for Speed Heat has a multiplayer like Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, because that was amazing. That's actually one of the reasons I kind of want to get Burnout Paradise, because you know it is basically Most Wanted 2012. It's basically what Most Wanted 2012 was modeled after, pretty much. But yeah, obviously, I discovered a YouTuber last year. Like I was in a mood last year where I was just like really interested in cars. It was just like one singular day I was really interested in cars, and I was looking at like car videos, and I found a guy called Black Panther making a video. Because he'd just bought a Skyline. Like he'd actually bought a Skyline R34. And I really did like that video. I liked the content and stuff. So I started binge watching Black Panther videos, and obviously I came across his Most Wanted 2005 Let's Play, all the Need for Speed videos he'd made up to that point, like the Most Wanted 2012 one. But the thing that stood out to me was the Need for Speed 2015 Let's Play. The game looked so good. He was hyping it up so much. There was actual like customization, and the game, I mean, look at it. It is fucking beautiful. It's the best looking racing game of all time, pretty much. Like, I just became obsessed with watching Need for Speed 2015 videos. So, and that was like March or April last year. And then July last year was when I got Need for Speed 2015. You can go back to the first video I did on this game. We ended up playing it all night, and I ended up completing it in less than a week. And I had a blast playing this game. That I had so much of a blast that I went ahead and did a second playthrough just a few months later, which has led us up to this, you know, save data here right now, with all my cars back at the garage and stuff. But obviously, I'm using the M3 GTR for this video. Like, this game and EA Ghost, like, they did really good on this. Unfortunately, I saw Payback. It never really interested me, and it still doesn't really interest me that much now, besides, oh, it might be good, you know, to do it on YouTube. Like, as a game itself, for me playing it, I don't really see myself, you know, enjoying Need for Speed Payback too much. I've watched Black Panther's Let's Play on it. The game doesn't really stand out to me, you know, so I never really liked it. But Need for Speed Heat, from what I've seen from its trailer and its gameplay, which I am getting round to like doing a video on. I'm sorry, I've had a lot of stuff on my mind lately, and I know I've said that so much, but honestly, I've got college next week, so you know, I'm gonna get back into doing my normal, you know, schedule. I don't go to college every day. I think it's like 3 days or some shit like that, 3 days a week. So that's at least like 2 extra videos a week, maybe. Well, definitely 1, which is going to be so amazing to do. And I'm going to be fully concentrating on Need for Speed, trying to, you know, get as much out of it as I can, trying to enjoy most of it. And ouch, I think we just both crashed out there. But whatever, I think I'm just going to get into another race and then call it quits, pretty much. But yeah, like from Need for Speed Carbon, playing the underground games, Undercover, Pro Street, Shift, The Run, even Hot Pursuit 2010, like I even played that. Pretty much the only Need for Speed game that I could have gotten but never played is Payback, because I'm genuinely not interested in it. Oh, and Shift 2 Unleashed. Was never interested in Shift 2 Unleashed. But I really hope, like, it's another thing I want to talk about. Need for Speed World. I remember that game. That was a money grab from EA. It's where they combined the Most Wanted world of Rockport and Carbon's world of Palmont. Took away the canyons and just put them all into like one map. Which is honestly a bummer. It would have been really cool to have the canyons in Need for Speed World. I remember driving around in a bloody Volkswagen Scirocco, and then I ended up grinding up to a 240SX, which is really cool that I was able to get a 240SX, and I didn't even do the races. I just drove around the Most Wanted and Carbon worlds, because I honestly, those are my favorite worlds. I say that. I really love this game's world. It's just amazing. I'm like learning a lot about this map the more I play it, honestly, because I'm playing it a lot lately, and I really hope Need for Speed Heat has an engaging world as well. From what I've seen from the Gamescom gameplay trailer, well, not a trailer, but the people actually like playing the demo. That's like the Gamescom demo. From what I've seen, it looks amazing, and that gives me more Carbon vibes than this game does. So I'm really looking forward to Need for Speed Heat. I feel like that could finally be the game that we could be proud of. Like, this game was close. This game was really close to getting up to that point, but hopefully Need for Speed Heat actually does get up to that point. Maybe it won't. And if it doesn't, there's going to be a lot of disappointed people, including myself. But I'm going to remain positive, you know. I'm going to remain positive. But yeah, that is it, folks. Let me know if you want to, like, talk about the 25th anniversary of Need for Speed or whatever. I'm going to do a post on my Instagram as well. You know, it's really cool how Need for Speed has lasted this long. Like, sometimes I really think about it and get scared that EA are just going to get rid of, you know, Need for Speed as a whole. because sometimes it doesn't sell well. Like Rivals didn't really sell very well. Most Wanted 2012 neither. Like, and it is EA, who knows? But you know, I think after 25 years, nah, they're not gonna get rid of it. Hopefully they don't. They won't. I'm just joking, but yeah, Need for Speed is a big part of my life, pretty much. And it's going to become a bigger one if these Need for Speed videos keep doing well. I guess we'll see how the Need for Speed Heat Let's Play goes. But yeah, I'm never going to stop doing Need for Speed videos here and there, even if it doesn't go well, because I enjoy the Need for Speed franchise as a whole. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below if you want. That is, you know, my video talking about the 25th anniversary of Need for Speed. Of course, hit that like button as hard as possible can. Comment, share, and subscribe. And I guess we'll wait and see if Need for Speed Heat is going to be the game that we've been waiting for since the Underground era. Who knows? Okay, only ghosts know at this point. And I guess we'll find out if it's any good when they release the game. I'm pre-ordering it, so yeah, you gotta betcha that I'm gonna be one of those people that's gonna be working 24/7 on that game as soon as I get it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want, let me know about your Need for Speed, your favorite Need for Speed memory and your favorite Need for Speed game or whatever. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!